We are coming on the air tonight with some breaking news. A heavy police presence in Savannah. This is a live look at the scene. This is East 33rd Street. You can see the street is blocked off right now. We're working to learn more about what the situation here is, and we will update you on air and online as we learn those details. A Liberty County mother who relies on public transit says new rules are making it nearly impossible for her to travel with her young daughter. She says safety requirements aren't the issue. It is the lack of assistance that she needs as a wheelchair user. WSAV's Isabella Baez spoke with the mother who says the policy is leaving her housebound.
That's right, Ben. For the past few months, Jada Nelson has been unable to ride Liberty Transit with her 1-year-old daughter, something she says she has done since her daughter was just 5 months old. But now she says she is being told her daughter must be in a car seat, something Nelson says isn't a problem. She just needs help carrying it as she is wheelchair bound.
I like asking people if I help all the time. So, I feel bound to my house now.
Jada Nelson is a Liberty County mother who was born with a disability and relies on a wheelchair. And for transportation, she depends on the Liberty Transit to help her go to the grocery store and doctor's appointments, as it offers the most accessibility. Her 1-year-old daughter rides the bus with her, either in a seat next to Nelson or on her lap.
I literally called them and said, how can I start riding the bus with my baby now that I have a baby? And they was like, as long as she could sit on your lap and you can handle her yourself, you don't need no car seat.
Nelson says she's had positive experiences on Liberty Transit, but earlier this year, Nelson says she was told she couldn't sit next to her daughter.
They said they didn't want to buckle the back wheels of my wheelchair. So they set me far from her so I couldn't even hold her like normally.
She says Liberty Transit called her and told her that her daughter now must sit in a car seat. Nelson said that's not a problem and she understands the safety concerns. She says the problem is that she needs help bringing it onto the bus. Help the transit won't give her.
They'll normally, like if I have like a basket of clothes or whatever, they'll come get it from the door for me. And I'll always hold my daughter when I go to the bus. Nobody like carries her. So I just asked, can someone carry the car seat to the bus? And I would put her in it. And they just basically said they cannot do that.
According to the Liberty Transit paratransit plan, an adult is responsible for the child and for providing the appropriate car seat. Operators will not secure a child restraint or car seat. However, due to Nelson's disability, it makes it impossible for her to ride the bus.
This is my only transportation. This is how I get around.
WSAV has reached out to Liberty Transit for comment, but they have yet to respond. As well, Baez, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Isabella, thank you. Chatham County Police are warning residents after a string of vehicle break-ins in the Berwick and Georgetown areas. Police say these break-ins are unusual because most entering auto cases in Chatham County involve unlocked cars, not broken windows or forced entry. Investigators say thieves typically try to avoid making noise or drawing attention, making this recent trend a concern for law enforcement. The department is reminding residents not to leave cash, jewelry, or firearms inside their vehicles, especially overnight. And police stress that any neighborhood can become a target, and they encourage residents to report suspicious activity right away. A viral video is at the center of a controversy in Hinesville after 2 teenagers were arrested outside of a movie theater earlier this month. Now police are releasing footage and pushing back against online claims, saying that their video tells the full story.
Come on. Let's go.
This body camera footage shows Hinesville police interacting with 4 juveniles on the night of April 11th. The department says officers were called to a movie theater after staff reported disturbances inside and asked the teens to leave around 11 that night. From there, according to police, the group was ordered off the property but returned multiple times. One teen was seen riding a shopping cart on the property, while others said they were waiting for a ride home. Police say the situation escalated when the teens continued to come back after being told to leave. Around 11:10, officers moved to detain the group. One juvenile ran, was briefly tackled after a second attempt to run, and was placed in handcuffs. A second teen was also detained for obstruction.
The juveniles were asked to leave the movie theater and its property, and they just did not comply. There's been some inaccuracies as far as we're concerned, so what we want to do is we want to put out the body cams so we can show the public exactly what happened that day.
Officials also say calls about teens disrupting businesses in the area have increased in recent months. WSAV reached out to the families of the 2 teens arrested but have not heard back. After months of debate, Beaufort County Council has officially moved forward with a new gunfire ordinance targeting unincorporated areas of the county. Council approved the ordinance during its second reading, marking a major step forward after an earlier version was sent back for revision. The updated ordinance shifts away from criminal penalties, making it a civil matter instead. Under the new rule, anyone who intentionally discharges a firearm in a way that endangers people or property could face civil fines or penalties. County leaders say the measure comes in response to a growing safety concern and multiple complaints from residents in neighborhoods all across the county.
It's because people have been unsafe, and especially with the way the area has been growing closer to neighborhoods, that we've had to implement this to give our law enforcement and our solicitor, some teeth whenever there is someone that is being unsafe with the handling and firing of a gun.
The final version of the ordinance does not include specific shooting distance requirements, which had been part of earlier discussion. Council members also emphasized the ordinance does not allow firearms to be confiscated for violations. New tonight, Chatham County and Garden City police are teaming up to help residents spot and avoid financial scams, a crime officials say is impacting people across all ages and income levels. The first Stop, Check, and Protect scam information session was held earlier today at Garden City Hall. The free event brought in residents to learn how to recognize fraud and protect themselves from becoming victims. Officials say scammers are becoming increasingly sophisticated, targeting victims through email, phone calls, and social media, sometimes stealing tens of thousands of dollars or more.
The amount of money that you work hard for that's taken from you is certainly aggravating, but we go all the way up into amounts of $500,000. So you can understand how financially devastating that would be for someone.
Police say while older residents are often targeted, scams are impacting people across all age groups and backgrounds, making community education events like this one critical. High school students across Chatham County will soon get a chance to step into the professional world this summer. City and county leaders are reviving the Summer 500 program, connecting rising juniors and seniors with paid internships while helping local businesses fill summer staffing needs. WSAV's Jillian Coles reports.
We have to have qualified, prepared young people to be able to take our place. And I just don't believe we have to import them from all over the world. We can raise them here.
Savannah Summer 500 is connecting rising 11th and 12th grade students with paid internship opportunities around the county, helping businesses in the search for employees while also building career skills in students before graduation.
It's true that giving our teams a job will help keep them out of trouble, but Summer 500 is so much more than that. It gives our students a reason to dream and to dream big.
The program, which had major success from 2016 to 2020, will start again on May 27th with a pre-employment training. Then students will head into their 4 to 6 week long internships, learning soft skills and professionalism. One graduate of the program, Ty Guyton, who now works for the only locally owned bank in Savannah, Carver State Bank, says he gained experience the classroom couldn't provide him.
I worked at Savannah International Airport, and that's where I really truly learned that in Savannah, you truly never meet a stranger. And I took that with me everywhere I went. I learned how to network. I learned how to walk in the room with confidence. I learned how to speak well, and I took that with me.
While another graduate said the program began as a summer job, but has made a lasting impression on his career.
I interviewed with Savannah Riverboat Cruises and got the opportunity of my lifetime. They gave me an opportunity to work in a ticket office because I told them I was not a very social person and I wanted to work on my social skills. I met people from all different walks of life, ethnicities, cultures, and countries as well.
Students and businesses wanting to get involved can find information on WSAV.com/summer500. Jillian Coles, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Savannah City leaders are taking steps to help address the affordable housing shortage. Savannah City Council has approved up to $600,000 toward a new affordable housing project in the Filer Park neighborhood. The funding includes the transfer of 4 properties on West 57th Street to the Filer Park Neighborhood Association. One property will remain a community resource center, while the other 3 will be developed into affordable single-family homes. Community leaders say the goal is to provide stable housing options, particularly for families and individuals working to transition out of homelessness.
We're going to try to keep it within a range that it will have, that people will be able to afford the houses as well as to be able to help keep it up, because we want them to come in, be good neighbors to us and to the community.
The project is still in its early stages, with construction expected to begin as soon as July.